was strained. They were developmentally behind other children. Oops, I got to mute you. My bad. Thank you. Development behind other children and arrived at school grubby and without appropriate winter clothing, prompting staff to provide it for them. According to a school board employee with direct knowledge, the Globe is not identifying the source because they're not authorized to disclose details about students.
Okay.
That's sad. Last December, Jack came to school with a black eye, according to a photo of him posted by his elementary school. The photo of the class trip on December 13, 2024, 5 months before he and his sister disappeared, shows him sitting next to the other students in the forest with a green and purple bruise below his left eye.
Wow.
Another photo shows a possible black eye and bruising on Jack's face in a photo taken in September 2024, an injury that Daniel defended on social media, saying it was caused by Lily. Daniel did not respond to questions asking how Jack received the black eye in December. But in Facebook messages they were shared with the Globe, he acknowledged Jack had many black eyes. One time Lily punched him in the face, he wrote.
Really? No, a 6-year-old...
He also said Lily had a black eye when the children went missing from an incident with a Tonka truck that occurred on May 1st, the day before the children disappeared. She pushed down on the truck and it swung up and hit
I think we are all so sick of Daniel Martell. The more he talks, the more we want him to fry.
The couple turning to relatives
because this is getting ridiculous.
Like many low-tier workers,
it's one thing to hurt the children,
had been cut back
but then making a mockery of their lives with all these lies.
Because of an annual
that's
ban
that's a whole different.
On soggy local roads.
Man.
His car off the road because it needed repairs he couldn't afford. Wasn't drivable, and he had...
What the hell happened? Oh my God.
Had to rely on his uncle, who also worked at the mill, to take him to work, or Malaya,
I missed
whose
the good
maternal
part.
grandmother had recently helped her buy a white Nissan SUV.
I get back to it,
Daniel's father, Earl, said that he had bought the couple groceries and gas and provided firewood to heat their home. Daniel, however, denied having money problems and has claimed to friends that he was getting into investing and turning his life around after the divorce.
I think he's been turning his life around for years.
Have also been cut off.
He's a guy who has excuses and
Jack and Lily's biological
always talks his way out of things.
Stopped after he lost his job. Malaya's monthly Canada Child Benefit check or baby bonus, which was under federal guidelines, would be about $1,900 per month, was halted because Daniel hadn't filed his taxes, which were due by April 30th. Stop there for a sec. Salt Springs Elementary shared a Facebook photo of Jack on the field trip last December 13th. His stepfathers said Jack had many black eyes, including the one that caused by his sister.
Oh my God.
So you guys can see that. I haven't seen any pictures. I've never asked to see any pictures. I personally don't like anything to do with children and anything that even, again, accidents happen.
No, not this.
But I just don't like seeing pictures of children being hurt. But it's here in the article, and it is what it is. He got his little Carhartt hat on. So that's little Jackie boy. Right, Belinda? Little Jackie boy. The struggles didn't end there. Malaya described Daniel as controlling and that she wanted out, writing in a message to Belinda on June 15th that I never wanted to stay there. Belinda wrote back saying she wished Malaya would have reached out. We would have done what we could to help. I know Malaya responded, my mom is saying the same thing. Cindy, Malaya's mother, declined to be interviewed. After the children's disappearance, Malaya also confided in her paternal grandmother, Connie Brooks, a member of the...
Connie.
Go ahead, Kent.
Symptomatic.
Yeah, so you got an important role here, Kent. Important role. Thank you so much. Let's see where the First Nation. She described how Daniel would hold her down and talk to her. She described how Daniel would hold her down and take her phone. He was having her, I don't know what you call it, scared. She couldn't go anywhere, do anything, Connie said. That's what she told me, and that's what I told detectives. When she asked her granddaughter about drug abuse in the home, she said Malaya told her Daniel concealed a drug addiction for nearly the first year of their relationship. Daniel did not respond to questions about these allegations, but he has insisted that interviews with the Globe that he's never struggled with drugs and does not have a drug problem.
Right.
Well, despite that, he is admitted to taking methamphetamines and pretty much everything.
Yeah. But no
he said
problem.
He recently started attending Narcotics Anonymous 3 times a week and is taking online courses in anger management.
Oh my God. Online courses in anger management.
Depression, parenting, child protection,
is this ridiculous or
abuse,
what, man?
SSI will call it, and violent behavior that are recognized in child protection officials. I have to clear my name for CPS, he said. It's best to do that.
No, your name will never clear.
And there's Joseph, Henry Joseph Brooks, Malaya's father, and obviously that's Connie Brooks, which would be, I guess, her grandmother. Connie Brooks from the... Hold on. Go ahead, Ken. Sip. Yep, still can't say it. At home with her son, Henry Brooks, says Jack and Lily's mother told her Daniel would sometimes restrain her and take her phone. She told police about this. Ingrid Palmer, the Globe and Mail. I don't feel so far that people are deeply in shock here about even more information, to be honest with you. I'm not, but I'm learning more things for sure, and you guys are too, about what happened to Jack and Lily, or meaning the situation, the stuff going on. Gives you more insight, definitely. Again, Lindsay Jones, thank you so much for this article that you and others have written.
The Crime and Shame.
And it's a good article.
Okay.
Without answers, theories abound. For some, there's a way to hold out hope or to shift the attention elsewhere. They are those who still believe, or who believe the children are still alive, taken or hidden somewhere. One such rumor circulating on social media groups chats is that Lily and Jack were taken by one of Malaya's relatives and are being held on a reserve.
Yeah, right.
The rumor prompted... Go ahead, Ken.
Prompted what? Oh, the symptomatic.
Thank you.
I just got to know which word you want to say, that's all.
Yeah. It's always going to be one of the reservation names.
Yeah.
So I think I got the Shub one or Shub one. That one's kind of...
Well, yeah. Shubi is a slang term for the symptomatic.
There, yeah, okay.
First Nation, right?
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. So let's see here. Okay. Perfect. Anyways. The rumor prompted, like what Ken said, Chief Michelle Glasgow to respond on social media. That whole dialogue was made up by a racist fool, and anyone entertaining it is a racist fool.
Oh my God.
She wrote in a text that she posted to Facebook on July 10th. The vacuum of information about the missing kids has stoked a vicarious demand for clues and conjecture on social media and in online true crime community. One of the more popular online sources is the true crime amateur community is... Oh, this is where it says, It's a Criming Shame, a Vancouver-based YouTube channel which has morphed into exclusively discussing the case. Its live streams about Jack and Lily have been viewed by half of millions for several hours, multiple times a week. Host Sunny Austin invites guests on the show to discuss the case. Hi, Ken, and Jack and Lily. Daniel frequently pops up in the live chats like a whack-a-mole. use that all the time. She says Belinda has also called in as a guest. Most recently, she presented text messages with Malaya, who, when reached by phone, refused to verify whether the text messages were hers. Well, I'll verify it on there. Appreciate the shout out. Thank you so much, Lindsay Jones, for that. Appreciate that, for bringing awareness to the case and the channel. So I appreciate that. Malaya has also repeatedly declined to be interviewed by the Globe and Mail, saying that the police advised her not to speak to the media.
Yeah, right.
She said she had put her faith 100% in the authorities to find Lily and Jack.
Ain't that sweet?
On the ground that the high-profile case has also conjured up other drama. Recently, a local online content creator arrived at the home of Malaya's mother, Cindy, under the I don't even know how to say that, auspices of buying a horse trailer. The man surreptitiously recorded a 45-minute interaction with her partner, Wade Paris, discussing the children and posted the video online.
Yeah.
That would be Jim Walker, or also known as Tint. In the interviews, the Globe, Daniel had said he had nothing to do with the children's disappearance. He said he passed a polygraph test with police to prove it.
No, he didn't give a reliable denial.
Stigma the cases carry over to his everyday life.
So it's never so good to put too much to
people stare
pay too
or
much
give him
attention
dirty looks. Whenever
to
he goes out to the
they
public
say
recently,
they said.
At a used
We want
car
exact
dealership,
quotes.
he said a salesman snatched a vehicle key from his hand and walked when he realized that he was talking to Lily and Jack's stepfather. His Facebook is filled with direct messages from strangers calling him a sea killer, we'll say. Where are the bodies, he asked. They asked every day. Okay, then. So, well,
yeah.
I mean, if you're not being truthful online and people
the
are
more
watching
Daniel talks, the more he's
Daniel
digging
says
his own
he's
grave.
Frustrated with the accusations. Well, maybe the truth would be great then.
Because now he is making a mockery of everything.
About what
he's
happened
making
to Jack
a mockery
and Lily,
of the children's lives.
Again, you guys know I use their own words against them.
Jack, the last thing he said was, I love you to him.
Call it out.
Yeah, right.
We're going to call it out. And we're not here to play games. This is about Jack and Lily, 2 children missing. It's not about him. It's about Jack and Lily. So either be truthful, be consistent, and then nobody, I'm not going to change my mind. But then a Facebook profile that the Globe had previously communicated with Daniel on also appears in social media chat groups, frequently offering up riddles and conjecture that the children were taken by some. They are known and are being held prisoner. As long as I remain
Same
the target,
as the Durwood
the
thing.
sick
They're
person
making a
or
mockery
persons that have the
of
kids
everything.
may relax and
they're having fun
and
with
make a mistake. RCMP better capitalize on that. The user wrote this. His mother, Janie, has said she believes the children are still alive because she says they have never gone into the woods by themselves or wandered off. A self-described hermit. It took her more than 2 months to speak publicly, doing an interview for CBC and releasing voice memos in the public social media chat. 2 hours and 37 minutes, people. She said she heard the children playing in the backyard from inside her camper on the morning they disappeared, and she too believes someone took them. In Malaya's Micmac, I know I got that one, community of, all right, I can't try that.
Yes, I'm saying it wrong too, but I'm trying my best. I think it's the Drippy is going to tell us the actual, she's going to send us a voice clip of how to say it, but it's the Picnonatic First Nation.
So give me 1 second, guys. I'm pulling up the article myself right now.
We're doing our best. Absolutely.
There was one
Jack
part
and Lily.
I really need to look at
on this one.
On my own.
Let's see here. Her father, Henry Brooks, is hopeful that his grandchildren will be found. He says the last time...
so I'm going to look now for the one place. Okay, this is from
right here.
the Globe and Mail.
Let's see. He says the last time he spoke with the children, Jack told him. Okay, that's where we were. Her father, Henry Brooks, is hopeful that his grandchildren will be found. He says that the last time he spoke with the children, Jack told him he loved them. It's weighing very heavy on me, he said, really heavy. At her home in I'm going to try this one, Moscow Dubai. Yeah, okay, we're going to leave it at that. I tried, Kent, just saying, Lily, I can't thank you enough for everything you've been doing to bring awareness to Jack and Lily's case, joining the live stream, being in Facebook chats, and continuously always advocating for answers for Jack and Lily. So I want to make sure I say that. At her, Tandy, I think somebody there must know what happened. She said about the mobile home in Lansdowne. I don't believe my grandchildren are alive, but to not get answers is like, no, there's answers out there.
Yeah.
2 kids just don't disappear in the morning and nobody knows nothing. So if they don't find answers outside that home, then the answers are inside that home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. In my opinion, these children are not being hidden. That's absolutely ridiculous. And the timeline does not equate for that. I'm going to say that to make sure that whoever hears this podcast today, whoever hears it, that they know that the timeline that they have used out of their own lips and words cannot make sense, that someone came in with a vehicle, took those children during their own timeline. I'm going to make that loud and make that clear. It's preposterous. In hindsight, she says she wished to see Lily on her birthday in March. Looking at the photos of the children from the past 2 years, she noticed they looked thin, possibly malnourished with dry, cracking lips. Something she says she might have picked up on had she seen them in person. And it makes her wonder about the other adults in their lives. She recently learned others had concerns about the children's safety in the home. She also wants to know what child protection social workers knew prior to Jack and Lily's disappearance.
Exactly.
Whether they suspected that the children were abused and what was being done about it.
Nothing was done.
I hate to say it, but every one of us failed them, Belinda said. We all failed these children.
Right. Wow.
Another beautiful picture.
Wow.
Belinda's holding up. Darren Calabrese, the Globe and Mail. And, okay, you know what? I guess that's the end of it. Kent, I will unmute you here now. I will go back up to the part that you were talking about.
Yes, please.
That was a great article. Great. What did you think about this article?
Yeah, well written, for sure. Lindsay for anybody that doesn't know, Lindsay, what's her last name, Sonny?
Lindsay's? Shoot. I swear to God, you just literally made me forget the same time I just said that. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Jones. Sorry, Lindsay. Hold on,
seems to have done a great job. There's 2 or 3 points in there that I would consider to be new information. Why it's only coming out at this point in time would be my question to RCMP.
Right.
And like I say, then I'd like to know, and that's why I want you to check on that date.
I am
because
right
when
here.
you were reading, you said May 8th.
That's what it says.
Okay, I will be confirming with Lindsay to see, because that's the week after the kids went missing. The kids went missing on May 2nd. So that would mean that it's not the Thursday night before the kids went missing, people. So I know we all jumped and said, oh, well, there we go. It all happened Thursday night. But if that May 8th is correct, and like I say, I've been talking to Lindsay before this article come out, as well as Sunny, because she was trying to make contact with Daniel, and she knew that I was in contact with him. So she got me to relay a message. So I would like to know if that's the date,
they will
or
go
is
with
that
anybody,
a misprint
because they're undiagnosed
of the date,
autistic.
like a typo?
They will go with anyone,
like exactly,
as long as you offer them food or water.
Because that would
say,
make
I'll
a
take
big
you home to mom
difference.
or dad, and they'll immediately get with them.
Like if it was a week
I asked
later,
them to go,
it might not even have anything to do with the kids.
Malaya sobbed uncontrollably.
It was May 1st.
Not about Jack and Lily.
And the kid went missing on May 2nd. I think we have to check that out, Sonny.
Let me reread that. Let me reread that paragraph, okay? You were weird as sweetie. You know, meowing all of a sudden. Don't think so. Okay, 1 second. Let me reread this sentence. It says, there is, however, at least one account of strange activity at the mobile home that night.
Exactly.
RCMP spokesperson Corporal Carly McMahon confirmed that police received a tip on May 8th from a neighbor who's describing hearing a vehicle come and go from the mobile home throughout the night before the children.
So they received the tip on May 8th.
Exactly.
Then.
Correct.
So the neighbor was saying that it was happening the night the children went missing. Okay, that reads better and that corrects it. That's where so the tip was received May 8th.
Yeah. And I will, and like I said, I'll go back. Let me just finish that blurb. I think that there's at least, I'm going to say about at least 6 or 7 or 8 things here.
I was thinking between 6 and 8. Not necessarily, a couple of them might not be totally new.
Right.
But they're more detailed, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I say, there's at least another half dozen points of info that were not dated before.
You can see what the neighbor said.
Let me just quickly stop this. There's only 153 likes, and there's 394 people, 400 now, that are watching. We got
400 people joining us for breakfast?
Yep, there's 400 people watching this, you guys. I am subscribed to the Globe and Mail. That's why I'm able to share this with you guys, because there's a ton of you people that would not have had access to this. I haven't gone to sleep yet.
What do you mean? I have access to it. I'm not subscribed. It's right here. The Globe and Mail article, Nova Scotia missing kids update, Jack and Lily. It's a brand new article. It's out right now. There is, however, at least one account of strange activity at the mobile home that night. RCMP spokesperson Corporal Charlie McCain confirmed that police received a tip on May 8th from a neighbor. So remember how much time Daniel and Janie spent talking about that neighbor. He supposedly steals, but they cannot tell you what he stole from their house. And everything they can do to discredit him. So I'm assuming that is the same neighbor that talked about the rug party. So let me finish reading you this. There's, however, at least one account of strange activity at the mobile home that night. RCMP spokesperson Corporal Carly McCain confirmed that police received a tip on May 8th from a neighbor who described hearing a vehicle come and go from their mobile home throughout the night before the children were reported missing. Exactly. This is another Sebastian Rogers type of scenario where that vehicle pulled up at 3 a.m. What a coincidence. Gee. Oh my goodness, man. Investigators are continuing to review and assess more than 600 tips from the public and follow up on over 800 tasks. She wrote in an email, well, I don't need these 600. I need this one. The neighbor spoke to the Globe and said they were working on a vehicle in their own yard. Really? In the middle of the night? Yeah, I believe it. In that area. When they heard the same loud 5-speed car come and go from the trailer about 6 times, from midnight to 5 a.m. No surprise. After the children's disappearance, the neighbor considered it important information and reported it to police. The Globe agreed to protect the identity of the neighbor because of concerns for their safety in the community. Bam, there we go. Oh, he just said that because he wants to cover his own ass about what? Because he was... Listen, When something doesn't make sense, stick right there with it. A 5-speed vehicle. That's why Daniel and Janie keep talking about this neighbor. That is their way of saying, if you talk, we're going to talk too. We got some on you too. But they cannot tell you what it is. It's a warning shot. They don't want that neighbor to talk anymore because that neighbor heard something. Very organized. Great place for kids. Chaotic Daniel. This is Henry Brooks, Malea's father. Can you guys see this? Okay, you can read the article yourself too, right? What am I doing here? This is all so weird, man. This is all so damn weird, people. This is Belinda Gray, grandmother. The next thing we knew, it was, yeah. So here's Lansdowne. Where did you take him with that 5-speed vehicle? And they are chaotic people. They're very chaotic people. So you wonder, okay, 6 times, why do they need to take 6 different trips? He forgot something. Okay, let me tune into Crime and Shame to see if I missed something. Here we go.
And said they were working on a vehicle in their own yard when they heard the same loud
Mike the Man,
5-speed
yes,
car
right, the night before.
come and go from the trailer about 6 times from midnight to 5 a.m.
Exactly.
After the children's disappearance, a neighbor considered it important information and reported it to their police.
This is key.
Yeah, if we could just hear more about that part of the timeline, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Right? About this whole 6 times from midnight to, and then someone said that Wade said that they got a call from Cindy, and it's something that I didn't remember if it was said in that video of Wade's about Cindy getting a phone call at 12 o'clock at night. Telling you right now, this timeline, it's squeezing. The information is squeezing, and the truth will come out for Jack and Lily. You know,
it'll be interesting to, with these few new points here, if sometime next week the RCMP feels that they have to put out a little bit more. Like, you know, the last time the RCMP gave an update, I believe it was because it was in response to some public information out there. So I'm wondering if this will create.
Okay, so these people are making a mockery of everything. And this is something that, in my opinion, is absolutely unforgivable. You hurt these children, in my opinion. And now, rather than letting it go, or rather than laying low, let me say it like that, you need to sorry, I'm doing something right here. I'm getting something, I'm reading up on this more. Screenshot. I want to make sure I present this properly so everybody can immediately. Okay. They're making a mockery of everything. Daniel, you're going to fry, man, because you talk so much and people get sick of you now. This is no longer a mystery. You're making sure that everybody understands exactly how involved you are. I know you think that you're very good at talking your way out of things. And your whole family is the same way. Janie is the exact same way. All of them self-righteous and just this is incredible. So I don't want to miss something.
Order and whatnot. So I think for the rest of the weekend, this is going to be
huge. He probably is.
right.
Yeah.
I know
And
I missed a couple of
next
things
week we
here, but
should be like, is that going to create pressure on the RCMP to
yes.
like, because it'll be 3 weeks basically, going into a month, depending on the day that they were to make a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they going to feel pressure to come out and
Daniel, you're shooting yourself in your own foot, bro.
The neighbor, yes, was the one that said we had the party. And to take the heat off of him, yes.
Yeah.
Because he's been in trouble before with the law.
So? We don't care.
Yes. He knows he knew that Jack and Lily lived here because the kids went the same bus together. He has 2 boys. And yes, the RCMP probably did question him. No, Malaya was not close to any of the neighbors. Nobody came here to visit Malaya, not even her friends, only her grandmother and her mother every now and then, and her half-brother, Hayden.
So, no surprise. That was the neighbor who said they had a rock party. So he heard people coming in and out. He heard a vehicle coming in and out all night. So he assumed, well, knowing what Daniel is like, he figured, yeah, they're having a party there. That makes very much sense now. I'll be back very soon, guys. Thank you for watching. You can see it right here.